Everybody, Mark here with Walter's World, and today we are in Munich, one of my favorite places to come in the world. It is an amazingly beautiful city with the Frauenkirche and the Glockenspiel, the new town hall, and all the cool stuff to do here. You'll be shocked how many awesome things there are to do here aside from drinking beer. And that's why today what we have for you are 10 things that shock tourists when they come here to Munich. So let's get started. The first thing that shocks a lot of tourists when they come here is how many places you can go drink beer. The beer halls, the beer gardens, the Bierstubes, the houses, all these places that sell beer in many different sizes and many different flavors and many different kinds of beer. They're everywhere around here, and it's really good beer. And those places also serve a lot of pork. So that's why I kind of put that first shock is all the ways you can buy beer and pork.
Wow, look at that. Oh my God. And this is outside and in the outside, right? This is literally in the outside. You're just smelling this from the outside.
When you are here in Munich, it is quite shocking. So make sure you do go to the beer halls and you do go to the German restaurants here, because this is the place where you can get really good German food and really good German beer all the time. I know other places in Germany, sometimes it's hard to find German food. Here you get that kind of traditional German Bavarian food, which is really good. So do get out there and have your beer and your pork. Now, the second thing that shocks people when they come here is when they actually see the 1 liter beer. In the US, we call it a beer stein, but here it's a Maß, a 1 liter beer. Yes, you might be holding it with 2 hands to drink it, and you will see lots of tourists trying it out, but you'll also see locals doing that. And the thing is, those 1 liter beers, you don't have them everywhere in Munich. It's only some of the beer halls and some of the restaurants, especially those that cater to tourists, because they know we tourists really like to have that. But yes, you can get 1 liter of beer in one go. And it is pretty fun when you go to those beer halls. And this kind of leads into the third thing that kind of shocks people when they come here is with all the beer and all the pork and all the tourists that come here, the public bathrooms are actually pretty clean, which is shocking when you think of beer and pork and tourists.
And that's actually, my friend, one of those things that you always are worried about. Everybody is drinking, everybody's going crazy, but things are clean. The bathrooms are clean. I mean, that in itself, good job, Germany.
Nah, usually does bad things to people's tummies, but honestly, the public bathrooms here, totally okay. So if you're out and about, you can hit a public bathroom, no problem. Sometimes you might need to leave 50 cents or something. Sometimes you don't have to pay at all, but just so you know, public bathrooms, A-okay here in Munich. Now, the fourth thing that shocks people when they come here is, yes, this is Beer City, Germany, but actually there's more than just beer here in Munich. This city has so many amazing museums. If you like art, the old Pinothek, the new Pinothek, the Pinothek of the modern. If you want to see the history, they have the residence here in town where the Bavarian kings were. You have the Nymphenburg Palace kind of towards the outskirts of town. There's all kinds of great museums. The Deutsches Museum, probably the best science and industry museum in Europe. It is amazing here. I mean, the BMW museum's here. If you like toys, there's a toy museum right by the Glockenspiel at the new town hall. You're gonna look and see and watch at 11 o'clock every day, by the way. Glockenspiel, 11 o'clock every day, and also 12 and 5 in the summer, but just know, 11 o'clock, you've got it. So you can go to the toy museum that's right there in the old town hall. I mean, there's all kinds of great things to do here, aside from hitting the beer halls. And I think a lot of people don't realize as they come here, this is a capital of the Bavarian kingdom, okay? So they have all the Bavarian assets, all this kind of stuff. This is one of the most...
The Bavarian kingdom. Do you guys have still kings? I don't think you guys have kings over there, right? I don't think so.
Richest places in Germany, and you see that with the architecture, and you see it with the museums and the historical stuff here. It is really cool. So just remember, shockingly, that hey, Munich is not just beer, it's culture as well. Now, the fifth thing I have for you in terms of shocking people is, this is one, if you take like a bike tour or you're wandering through the parks and stuff like that, if you go to the English Garden, you will see naked people of all shapes, all sizes, all colors, all creeds. There is a lot of different naked people out on the English Garden. And the thing is, here in Germany, nudity's no big deal. I could go lay out there and no one's really gonna care. But for a tourist that's doing their tour and they're checking out the English Garden, this beautiful park here in Munich, sometimes they go, oh my goodness, I just saw something I didn't know I wanted to see. You're gonna see it. and you're gonna see it a lot. And there'll be families, and there'll be old people, there'll be all kinds of stuff. And you don't have to be naked, but there's just all this stuff going around, and it does shock tourists because you see the bike tourists when they go through.
I think, yeah, I think you need to slow down a little bit. I think you're getting a little bit excited here. Yeah, we get it. We get it.
And people just go "Oh," as they walk, as they drive by. So it is a little shocking for some of us that come from more modest cultures, let's say. Now, the sixth thing that might shock you when you come here is this place is packed with tourists. Well, I guess it wouldn't be that shocking because it has, you know, the beer halls and the great museums. But honestly, this is a big coming in point from people from all over the world into Germany. It's probably the most important tourist city in Germany. So you have tons of people coming in. So your flights here are going to be packed. They're going to be a little bit more pricey. The hotels are more pricey because all these tourists. But the thing is, it's not just the tourists that come here. The Germans want to live here too because Bavaria is doing pretty well and people really like being here. So the prices get driven up. Okay, so high tourists, lots of tourists, and all the people want to be here means higher prices, long lines, stuff like that, being packed at certain spots if you're going to certain museums. So what I recommend is if you come in off season or shoulder season, literally you can have Munich almost to yourself. But just know, man, July, August, Oktoberfest, oh my God, you will be packed full of people and you'll be paying sky high prices. So,
but hear me out, guys. Would you love to be in a place like that? It could be me. I just don't like to be in Oktoberfest. I'm not something that I've been. It's not something that is in my mind constantly. I'm more like going to the restaurant, enjoying the breeze, just seeing 1 of 10 people just walking by, no more than 30, and just enjoying the moment, enjoying the culture, smelling the culture. You know what I'm saying? That's me. Am I crazy to be thinking like this? But Oktoberfest, it's like people always just like Oktoberfest is just the tip of the iceberg. I'm like, really? Like, there's other things. There has to be other things to do in Bavaria that represent the culture of Bavaria.
just a heads up for that one. Now, the seventh thing on our list is, yes, that is the Disney castle. Look, outside of Munich, there's the Neuschwanstein Castle.
The question is, that castle, can you go inside and visit it? Let me know in the comment section.
You can go to, and that's the one you see in all of the tourist brochures for Germany, and you're like, wow, that looks like Cinderella's castle. Of course it does, because Walt Disney was inspired by the Neuschwanstein Castle and some other castles, but you can see how it really influenced Disney when he made that castle. And you're going there and it's crazy inside, because King Ludwig that made that, he was a bit bonkers, and there's some really crazy rooms in there. But the thing is, it does shock you, like, wait, it's a Disney castle, but we're on Disney. No, Disney got the idea from them here, okay? And that leads us into the eighth thing that shocks people when they come here is Munich is not just Munich. You can go and explore so much when you are here in Munich, because this makes a great base to go see some really awesome cities. You want to try the smoked beer in Bamberg? You can head out that way. You want to go to Nuremberg and see the German National Museum or see the best Christmas markets in Germany? That's not far from here.
Oh, that's another one, the Christmas market in Germany. Oh my God. I don't know how to explain. I don't even know how am I going to do this. Because Germany is going to be one of those countries that I might have to just go 5, 6, or 10 times.
Regensburg and eat sausages that they've been selling there for hundreds and hundreds of years. They have that's just really close by too.
Bamberg.
Oh, you want to see another country? You can jump on the train, hour and a half. You're in Salzburg, Austria, one of the most prettiest towns in the world. It's so close by. Oberammergau, where they paint on the sides of the building and stuff like that. Or yes, you can go to Neuschwanstein and see the castle there and the Fuss and the town right by there to have this kind of old world Germany feel. You can have that here, and it shocks people when they go, wow, I don't just have to stay in Munich. No, you can base here and see so many other places. It is really awesome.
Well,
now, the ninth
beautiful.
thing I have that shocks you is when you go to Dachau. Dachau is one of the Nazi concentration camps, and it's not that far from downtown Munich. You can get there very easily on the S-Bahn. And you'll be shocked how somber you feel after you go through there. When you read through what the people went through at Dachau and the other concentration camps, it really does, like, it breaks your heart. And so that will be one thing I say is, like, it kind of shocks people just how, my God, what have we done? What happened? All these kind of things, these feelings you have there. But then also you're shocked when you see tourists doing their selfie promotions at a concentration camp. I mean, come on, people, have some respect.
Hey, I have to agree with him. That is not okay. That is not okay. And this is one of those times that I'm okay with Germans just basically just doing German thing, like give them a ticket or a fine. That's not okay. We have to respect people, folks. Like, like some put some respect for people, that went through a lot. Come on
And
now.
I've been to Dachau quite a few times because whenever I come here with friends or students or whatever, I always take them out there to see it, and it is very somber. And then sometimes the students and I have seen people doing that. We're like, what the hell are you doing? So just know, you go out there, you'll be shocked how you feel, but also you want to smack some people for how disrespectful they are.
Yeah.
And the thing is, those people that are being disrespectful, those aren't the Munich people, those aren't the Bavarian people. Because the 10th thing that you're going to be shocked about is how friendly and outgoing and wonderful the people of Munich and Bavaria are. Look, I know Germany.
He's the first one saying that. A lot of people are saying that especially service people. Well, a lot of Germans, they're not very talkative. They don't like to just, smile a lot. But they're good people. It's not in their culture. So he's saying something different. He's saying something different. Okay.
He's got this kind of bad stereotype that they're unfriendly and cold and heartless and stuff like that.
Okay.
Look, that is not the case, especially here in Bavaria and in Munich. The people are so nice. They really are wonderful. They will help you out. When you go into the stores, they're going to say, "Grüß Gott." I mean, they do that for everybody, but they have this welcoming nature about them. And it's shocking when you've had these stereotypes your whole life about how Germans are so cold and stuff like that. And you're like, no, the Bavarians are wonderful people, and Munich especially, you'll have a great time. So try to get to meet some people. When you go to the beer halls, you go stuff like that, talk to your waiters. Talk to some of the locals that go there too, because yes, the locals go to Oktoberfest and they go to these beer places too sometimes, okay? And so you get to meet them, and they do speak English pretty well here, but try a little German. It really opens them up, and you'll really see how wonderful the people are here.
Yeah, that's a secret
I
right
guess
there.
I'll give you one more little shocking thing is Oktoberfest starts in September. Look, Oktoberfest wasn't really started for a beer festival, it was for a wedding. And the thing is, the festival started, it's a 2-week festival that ends the first weekend in October. So if you want to come here, you're looking at towards the middle end of September through the first weekend of October. You will need to book early because the places book out and prices go through the roof. Also, you might be shocked that they won't serve you beer in the beer tents at Oktoberfest unless you're sitting down at a table, okay?
Wow.
So you might be thinking, yes, I'm gonna go to Oktoberfest, and I've been, and it is really fun. Yes, it's super touristy, but it's so fun. And I talked to these old Germans when we were there, and young Germans, and people from all over the world, and it is really cool. So do enjoy it, but just know that, hey, they might not serve you, and it's in September. Who knew? Anyway, I'll leave it with that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to learn more, some don'ts for here in Munich, 5 tips for visiting Munich, 10 things that'll shock you about Germany. Actually, we have 20 things that'll shock you about Germany on 2 different videos. Look at the description button down below to see the links to that. Otherwise, have a great time here in Munich. I know you will, and I'm definitely not going to be shocked if you have a beer.
He has a great personality. He's very good YouTuber. Has a very good personality. But they always talk about the Oktoberfest. I guess the Oktoberfest is the best thing in Munich, it seems like. But I would love the restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Restaurant, food, churches, trails, and coffee shop. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. That's what I really like a lot. Beer is not on me. I'm not a beer drinker. But hey, this is one of those videos that like, okay, that seems like Bavaria is the place to go. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys agree with him, or do you think he's just being a little bit exaggerated? Do you think that he oversell Oktoberfest? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next one.